Welcome back, everyone. I heard a rumor we were going to the mines. Golden is the GM. What's going? What's the does?
Well, the mines turned into like this Arctic wasteland when the winter goddess came through, and it still is this way. Um,
It's a good thing I've got a. Um. I don't really have a jacket. Never mind.
okay, you guys are gonna be pretty cold going in there.
I have winter clothing. I was out living in the wilderness during the winter, so
That's true. You were. That's true. You were. You're
You
probably
bring
the
that
only
with you?
one.
I think maybe
Okay.
my smock frock has like long sleeves, but beyond it's like sort of like thin fabric, so it kind of cancels itself out a little bit.
Sure.
didn't I reobtain my traveling gear once the ice castle disappeared too? So I have
I
that.
seem to remember that.
Oh, that's right. It was like in the attic or something.
It fell on top of the roof, I think, maybe.
Yeah, something like that. Um, well, some other stuff did not recovered. I don't remember what. Whatever.
I never got back my tools in the walls.
No, something else happened. I don't remember though. Yeah, you have your traveling gear.
It was
So-
obviously incredibly important.
I can roll to replenish my traveling gear if you want.
No, that's fine. The thing is that there's this howling cold wind coming out of the cave. So you have to give me a fort check, or else all of your rolls inside the cave will be at +1 obs.
Oh man. What's the ob?
It's gonna be obs 3. You get a +1 die for having your warm clothes.
Can I hold my shield up in front of me?
You have a shield?
Yeah, I have a wooden shield.
Oh yeah, you have a wooden shield.
Yeah.
No, that's just make your hands colder, unfortunately.
Well, I tried.
Um,
Okay.
I would say I would hold a torch, but I need two hands for the bow.
Yeah, the wind
Oh.
might blow out the torch as well.
Oh my god, I have a great idea.
What's that?
The ice whiskey made us feel warm. I have the bottle.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we all take a swig of ice whiskey before going in.
Okay. I'll give you all +1 die for that.
Sweet.
Yes.
That was smart.
My high school health textbook said that this was a bad idea, but this
Well,
is
see,
magic
this is
magic.
this is not the losing heat out of your cheeks part of drinking too much. This is actual magical whiskey.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, I'll roll first. Come on, dice don't fail me. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh,
Cold.
Let's see. I like here.
I'm still wounded.
And the ice whiskey is an advantage die.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. No, the base obstacle. What was the base obstacle?
3.
3. Okay, cool.
We need to have time pass so I can stop being hurt.
Too true. Nice.
Well, I'm the only one. So it's +1 ob for everything.
Yep.
Just
Okay,
mark
thank
a superficial wound, because that'll do it automatically for you.
Sure, that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you can recover that later. So you go into the cave, and
Thanks.
Ashley, you've been in this cave before, Ashlyn.
Yes.
So it looks familiar to you, this first level,
Mhm.
but obviously everything's frozen over.
Mhm.
It's like how like a bad computer game level designer just like makes snow everywhere, even though it's indoor, and obviously it didn't snow inside. And like the walls are like icy, and there's like frozen stalactites here and there, just icicles.
It's
And
basically the same level, but somebody reskinned it.
yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and you get to the end.
Are there some parts
Um,
where there's like a particularly huge icicle and Esteban has to take like his shepherd staff and like poke the icicle a couple of times so that it doesn't accidentally fall on us?
Sure, let's say there are.
Here, let me go ahead. And Ashland's just like freezing, and I'm just like clack, clack, clack,
I'm
clack,
like
clack,
I'm
clack,
like
clack.
clutching the javelin in two hands.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you get to the end, and you find the other side of the portal. Um, and the portal is, that sigil that you saw before,
Mhm.
but it's actually just like a light blue color. And there's this vortex of cold coming out from it, just like blowing straight towards you. And if possible, this room is even colder than the rest.
It sure is cold in here. Um. Well,
You're telling me.
do you think we have to close this portal first? I can try. I can try again, like I did before.
Is that what we
Well, the
need to do?
portal's closed, but the sigil is still active for some reason.
Oh. Like, maybe Winter already has a connection to this portal?
Yeah. This is where she came into the world.
Right. So is it, like, still linked with her previous world? Is there a way I could know any of that?
The dark, sandy realm is her previous world.
Gotcha. So if the portal is currently closed, then we should be able to just activate it. I think. Probably.
Yes.
And this is just like after effects.
Well, we'll see. We'll
Yeah,
see what happens.
sure.
Sing it open.
Cool. Alrighty. Okay, so I've got Sing. I've got, since we didn't add this in last time because I wanted a difficult test. I've got Sing Wise. Got Bad Weather Wise, since there's a bunch of cold coming out of here.
Okay.
And I think that might be it.
Sure. I think you are at Obs 3.
Okay. Sing modifiers 2, no Artha, Ob 3. Let's do it.
Boom.
Nice.
There you go. So yeah, you sing, and the sigil flashes a bright lime green and disappears, but the cold still remains.
Is it emanating? Is it no longer emanating but still extremely cold? Or is it still emanating?
It's still emanating.
Interesting.
Is there
Now,
still a blue symbol, or is it gone and replaced by the green one?
it flashes green for a moment and then disappears. But then you should. This is how it activates if I sing the song. So. Okay. Nothing else happens right now.
Wasn't the intent to sing it open now?
Yep.
I mean, yeah, you've activated the sigil, right?
Mhm.
But there's something you have to do. It's not role based, but it's like a puzzle. I'm interested to see how you try and interact with this portal.
Mm,
Because it leads to multiple locations.
Okay.
so
So give me some more detail about the sigil. The sigil is on the floor.
It's on the wall.
Okay, it's on the wall.
And previously, whenever the sigil has appeared, the wall has like grinded open from the middle of the sigil and parted.
Okay. What's the sigil in? What material is the sigil embedded into?
Down here, it would be a brick wall. You're in like a, like a brick room constructed inside a natural cavern.
Okay.
Like someone, smoothed out the cavern and laid brick in there so they'd have a nice room to work in. This is where the cartographer was.
Mm-hmm. Is the sigil carved into the brick wall and then by magic the sigil is glowing? Like out of the etching?
It isn't physically carved, but a magical carving would appear when it's active.
Okay.
When it's not active, you don't see it at all.
And it just looks like the rest of the wall. Yeah.
Right.
Cool. Is there anything around the sigil? Like, is there like some sort of ring around it or something? Like, are there puzzle bits?
No.
Gotcha.
And there are no like trinket doodads laying around either.
Cool. Do the sigils match perfectly?
Yes, it's symmetrical.
I meant, does the sigil in here perfectly match the one in Uncle Bish's house, or are there
Yes, it does.
parts of the sigils? Okay, cool.
It's the same sigil.
I wonder if you have to sing again for us to pass through it.
Can I try to know what this symbol is with like a wise or symbology or something?
Sure. Do you have some kind of magic wise?
No, but I have a high perception.
Okay. What kind of wise would you like to learn?
I don't know what applies to this.
That would be telling.
Wouldn't it though?
Sorcery?
Sure, sorcery wise.
Okay.
How about just magic wise?
Weird stuff wise?
I mean, if you were more specific.
Magical nonsense wise?
Yeah, sure, magical nonsense wise.
Portals wise.
Portals wise. I mean, you can be either really general and go sorcery, but you can't get more general than that. If you want to have like a more specific wise that is more flavorful, like portals wise or like dangerous magic wise.
Ooh, I like dangerous magic wise.
I like that too.
Defense against the dark arts wise.
Yeah.
Ancient lore wise.
Okay, but only if it's ancient magic.
Ancient magic wise, sure.
Okay.
I mean, I think this was already ancient magic, so.
I just want to know some basic stuff about this. I don't know if you want to make it like a graduated test or what.
Do you want to tell me stuff about it? That
No, I
becomes
want you to
true.
tell me stuff about it.
This is always the way it goes
Okay,
for Golden. We always want Golden to tell us.
you guys make me do all the work. Okay.
Well, a lot of
Um.
times it seems like you've got some very specific ideas, so we want to let you express them.
Look, I can make stuff up about this magic thing if you want.
I can tell you, or you can make it up.
Let's stop.
True
Let's
statement.
see if I know something first.
Okay, what are you going for? You gotta give me a. Are
Like,
you looking for
what do you
common
want to
knowledge,
know?
interesting fact, details, uncommon knowledge, obscure, freaky details?
What I want is anything that can help me know more about like what to do to activate it, to like connect to the house.
All right, let's say ups two.
All right, this is gonna be pretty hard.
I believe in you.
I'm gonna take my time.
You gonna think about it here in the cold?
Yeah, I'm just
I'm
like
the only one that's miserable.
sitting around. I'm just like sitting while they're like messing around with it, just like sit and have a good long think.
Sure.
Like, dude, you're doing this. We're like doing the thing that you normally do in RPGs, where you're like trying to figure out what part of this place is a puzzle, so that we can.
We're just slowly mousing
Solve.
over every single pixel until it turns into a hand.
Sam,
Nice.
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 Victory.
finally
So-
for you.
Yeah, it's like the whole thing when you mouse over is a hand. So you know you've already successfully linked it. You just need to indicate to it somehow to where it should open to other places you've linked.
I will. It's Ash's farm. So since the spirit of the farm knows that it belongs to Ash, I will cut off a lock of Ash's hair.
You mean
And-
Ashlyn? You mean Ashlyn?
Ashlyn.
You mean Ashlyn?
They're the same person.
I
No.
mean,
If you cut off Ash's hair, we'll be sent to the mirror dimension. And we haven't built the mirror, so we'll never be able to come back.
look.
I cut off a little piece of Ashlyn's hair and hold it up to the portal and burn it.
Okay.
Yeah. Ew.
Hmm.
What are you? Oh. Wait. Was that my hair,
Yep.
Ned? Weren't you even gonna ask me first?
Well, didn't you want to open the portal?
Well, sure, but pointedly looking at the portal.
Ashley needs a haircut now. Also, the
Of
ash
course.
kind of like burns the hair, and the ash like covers the wall where the sigil was, and then the sigil, flares to life, and you get this bright green, and it cracks open.
I think it worked.
Nice one, Ned.
Let's go home.
Yeah, you can
Whoa.
see the basement of Ashlyn's house from here.
Well, hold on. While we're down here, we should try to find something valuable.
There's a staircase going down to the next level of the dungeon in
All
this
right,
room.
but well, I don't really want to leave that door open with Uncle Bish alone. And what if slimes came in or something?
Yeah, you guys haven't learned animation canceling yet. So
Can we close it and Like, how do we keep? If we like keep it open, like, what was the point of opening it? If now then like you just want to close it, can we now just like open and close it behind us?
How do you try? Just gotta do something.
Here, Ashlyn, you go over to that other end and we'll see if we can push it close. And if it doesn't feel like it's going to move much, let's not try too hard because then I'll try to sing it
There's
closed again.
probably a song. That's probably what it needs.
Okay. I can try to figure out what that might be, and we can try that first.
Okay.
And then you can see that Esteban starts doodling with music, trying different stuff to see what might open or close this portal. First thing he's going to try is the same song that he sung before to open it, but backwards.
That doesn't work.
Okay.
But while you're musically experimenting, certain notes like make a sigil appear in midair, like a new one. And then when you continue making sounds, you hear this buzzing sound, like, and the symbols disappear.
Yeah. I think we can
Well,
maybe use
that's
this to
new.
go to other places, but I don't think I did it correctly. Okay, I want to sing this door back closed if I can, or figure out how to.
That's what you already tried. You want to make a roll to do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
This might be sing wise as opposed to sing, possibly.
Yeah, it's probably sing wise. Give me an obs 3.
Cool. I'm going to add some more forks because I remember that Uncle Bish was using the flute before.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to fork in flute and flute wise and sing.
Okay.
Because if I mess up with my singing
Oh,
or with my flute, I might sing the wrong note, and then we have demon portal opening again, and then Ashlyn will have to close that, and that's not good. Cool. So I think those are my 3 forks I'm pulling out. Three. No, Artha. Base obstacles 3.
You got it.
Yep.
Excellent. I do got it.
Nice. Alright, yes, you find a combination of notes that makes the portal close. Doesn't matter if you sing it or play it on an instrument. And they're fairly easy to play. You won't need a roll to close the portal in the future.
Okay.
Great. All right, well, Ned, I'm ready if you are to explore further now that we've got that figured out.
All right, let's do it. I still got my bow.
All right, we're gonna head down the stairs and start dungeon explorers.
And then
Okay.
Esteban's like, let's see if we can find some water down here. Maybe even some treasure. Because Esteban's just like, his voice is worn out and he has like nothing.
Okay. So, there's 3 of you now. So you come down to this level, and we're just going to like zoom out narratively a little bit, just larger scope, so we can have you just roll fight against a dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
But in this part of the dungeon, there's like animated snowmen. There's like ice bats. They're actually like made out of ice. Um, there are. Hmm, I think like the stalactites are actually moving and occasionally like shooting down from the ceiling, trying to stab you.
That's troublesome.
Yeah. So you guys got to fight through all this to get to the boss of the level. That's how it worked the first time.
Yep.
Um, who wants to be the lead fighter?
I actually have skill in javelin, so probably me.
I have
Yeah,
a
I think
bow.
you're.
It's up to you.
How good's your bow?
B3.
Now, I don't have any fighting skills except ones that are being learned. I have one being learned thing in javelin and one in staff. But what I think I might actually do is rolling conspicuous, because I'm just like hiding while you do the fighting.
Are you hiding behind a party or are you hiding in front of the party?
Depends on if we get separated with a monster between us.
Cool. What's the ob for this bow test?
All right. It'll be obs 4.
Woof.
Bark.
People can help you with it.
I'm definitely helping you.
All right.
So
that's
Ashlyn's
one.
going to actually give you 3 dice because of her javelin.
Yeah, javelin.
Nice. Can I fork in hunting because I'm killing animals?
Sure, and you're looking for treasure, right?
Animals.
Yeah. You can hunt monsters. There's a whole game about it. I heard it's big.
Ha.
Is there any like aspect of like getting through the tunnels?
Not as a puzzle.
Okay.
Like
Sure.
mapping?
So tracking and orienteering wouldn't help.
No.
All right. What about that's probably all I've got. 7 dice on ob 4. Let's give it a try.
Fancy.
Come on. Yeah.
Oh,
Tonight's
wow.
been a good night for
Holy
me.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, look
Can
at
I
all those
get-
sixes.
Can we get like any benefit from re-rolling those 6s?
Yeah.
All
Get
right.
better treasure.
Why not?
I want better treasure. It's fate well spent.
Yeah.
All right. So that's
All right.
2 more successes.
All right.
So 3 over obstacle. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Mm-hmm.
So you get to the boss chamber, and the boss is so there's a large chamber with like a river running through one end and a bridge going over it to a larger fighting arena. And inside the river there is this giant crab. And the giant crab comes out of the water and it's got icicles and snow stuck on top of it. And it starts snapping at you guys when you try and cross the bridge. But you can just shoot it with your bow while Ashlyn keeps it at bay with her javelin,
Yes.
and pretty soon you've slain the giant crab. Um,
And it was
when
covered
you
in gold.
when you do, the snow starts to melt from this level, and there appears a set of stairs going further down. You will find that uh, the crab shell itself is I want to say it's like a diamond crab shell, but I think that's too much. Like a huge crab shell made out of diamonds would be worth
Crystal crab shell.
insane. Yeah.
I mean,
they don't have crystals in this time frame, so like just a really tough crystal, like light blue crystal. It's not as clear as diamond. I think that's what it is. It is diamond, but it's got this bluish cloudiness to it that makes it not worth as much.
mm-hmm.
And it's also like not smooth at all, right? Like it's got lumps and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like some fresh meat inside the clamshell. And also it's got its shell, which is in pretty good shape, except for your weapon blows, cracked it. And that's going to be worth quite a bit. You guys rolled 7 successes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to give you guys 14 cash dice to represent this.
Okay.
Do you say 14?
Yeah.
Wow.
4 each and an extra 1 to me and Ned, since most of what you did was cower. But you also opened the door so we can get this directly to our house without having to go across everything. So that was pretty important. But
I give all my share to Ned.
Okay.
And with the proposal that we count this as a part of the invoice. I'm just not going to take anything this run unless we get like
so
that would definitely cover more than the whole invoice.
Is that enough to buy back his love?
No, I mean it's a business transaction. So actually, no. Ned refuses to take all 4, like the equivalent of 4, and will only take 2, which he judges to be the cost of his labor.
Actually, you probably deserve like 4.
Okay, then he'll take 4.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Perfect.
Oh my god, I have 10 cash
Ned
dice now.
9 and me with 5.
I have 10 cash dice.
That is a shit ton of cash dice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like a drug dealer. I just have
you need to go invest that cash into something so you can raise your resources score.
Like some shoes.
No!
Don't fall into that trap. It's a trap.
See, if you had been smart, you would have asked for a shoes fund.
I just wanted the shoes.
Oh my god.
So good though. Yeah, I guess we will head back with our prizes.
Sure.
We're gonna have some great crab stew tonight.
We gotta make crab legs.
Giant crab legs.
So I have a funny story. For our family Christmas dinner, we always get like these giant crab legs. And this Christmas, I thought I knew how to open crab legs, but it turns out I don't. Which is really funny because I just had a phantom memory. It was really bad.
So Adam,
crab legs are good.
How would you open a crab leg made of diamond?
That would be really hard to do. You'd probably like break it at the joints. of the crab leg, especially since these are like giant, huge crabs. You'd probably like if these are diamond, we probably don't want to like, because like what I do is like you break the like exoskeleton and it's like hard to
So you're
do.
not gonna be able to break the exoskeleton. That's the thing.
Exactly. So you kind of have to like fidget out the meat from the exoskeleton.
Through like a joint hole.
Yeah. Maybe with like forks or something. You just have to kind of like pull and hope it all comes out in one piece, which sometimes it will, but
If you cook it just right, it will.
yeah, exactly.
So I'm thinking you gotta cook it just right, and then the crab will come out the diamond shell.
Okay. Let's do it. I'm gonna cook the crab just right. Come on. How?
All right, you got the cooking skill.
Did I finally? Yes, I do. I did finally learn how to cook.
Nice.
Goals.
Can I
Life
try to
goals.
build a fire for her first?
The perfect fire.
You want to do a link test with the building a fire?
Sure. I'm not very good at fire building, but I can't imagine this is very hard
Okay.
because.
And I'll set the table.
You know, we have like a kitchen and like a stove and stuff.
Yeah, but you're trying to build. This is a giant crab. So I'm being giant. I mean, it's probably like 6 or 7 feet in diameter. And you guys don't want to break it apart, do you? Do you want to shatter its shell and put it into smaller pots?
I mean,
We're not cooking away our profits, are we?
No, it won't become less
Oh,
valuable unless you shatter it. If you break it up into little pieces, then yeah, you will be.
I'm not doing anything that causes my 10 cash dice to go down any
That
lower.
thing.
Okay. So you're going to have to make a large enough fire and get a large enough pot to put this whole crab in.
This might be an outside job, like when you cook a turkey.
The only person you know with a pot big enough is Anthony. And you don't really want to use those kind of pots for cooking.
It's true. Well, this might be a roasting.
You can also do
Operation.
something more creative.
Oh, okay. No, I know what I'm doing. I know what we're doing. This is going to be awesome. I have
Okay.
an amazing idea.
Let's hear it.
Okay. So, what I'm going to do first is create a like I'm going to cut down trees and lay like planks and essentially create like a like smoker plank. Like, you know how sometimes you'll put like a plank onto a grill with like a fish and you like burn up the plank to help cook the fish.
Mhm.
Basically, I want to like make it so that when you start a fire, first it like smokes the crab and then it will like cook the crab in the flames and then the charcoal. So first I want to create like this big like intertwined wooden thing that we can burn the crab on, and then like while I'm doing that, Ashlyn can like do her cooking part with like seasoning it and stuff, and then we'll cook it up.
All right.
That sounds good. I like it.
Mhm.
Sounds like
I'll
a
let
plan.
you roll either carpentry or fire building for this.
I'll pick. Well, what's the op first?
The op will be the same. If you fail, this fire is going to blacken the crab. Like, it'll be producing way too much soot.
And so that would damage our cash dice.
It won't necessarily damage it, but to get additional work.
Okay.
Like, you'd have to
Then
spend
clean
time
it before.
cleaning it.
Okay.
And
Gotcha.
cleaning each little piece. Whereas if you do it correctly, you just have to like rinse it off and maybe wash it with like a brush
Okay.
if you don't want it to smell like crab. But that smell like crab won't hurt the profits.
Cool.
Yeah, so your obs will be 2.
Oh, in that case, maybe I will do fire building.
Look, I don't blame you.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do fire building. Does Esteban want to help me?
Yeah.
Ned
don't
wouldn't
know how.
ask for help, but if you started helping, he wouldn't stop you.
Okay. I am definitely going to help.
Do you have the fire building skill?
I don't have the fire building skill.
Neither do I, though.
Okay, anybody can help.
So,
So you're helping with perception.
cool. Perfect.
I am also gonna take my time.
Of course you
Okay.
are.
So you guys spend like all day cooking this crab.
Yeah, we're having like a crab roast. I'm imagining like I bring out some like beer or something.
And we have snacks to eat while it's cooking because you can just smell how delicious it is all day, but you can't eat any.
Cause like I'm imagining for like small batch like mead or beer, like you wouldn't need the workshop. You know what I mean? Like you can make like a household batch of beer like in your kitchen. It's not that
I
hard.
mean, it takes like the whole kitchen.
All
Like
right,
if you think about it, the kitchen is a workshop.
forget it. Yeah, you're kind of right, actually. That's a good point. All right, anyway. Maybe we don't do that, but we have beer from somewhere. You know, we're making a day of it. Making a day of it.
Is it the ice whiskey?
No, we're saving that. That's we found out how valuable that is for adventuring. So
Are you trying to make more? I mean, no.
Oh,
so
not
you want
yet.
to just
not
make
on
normal
not
stuff?
on this roll. This is me. This is us having a good time cooking crab.
Okay.
Make sure that I make sure that I invite Rachel to come hang out with us for this.
Yeah.
Are you helping on this part, Ashlyn?
No, because she's busy doing her part
Okay.
simultaneously.
Rachel's followed by like an adorable little kitten. It's got
whoops,
green eyes.
That should be total ob 4, not double to 8. So I'm gonna reroll that 6.
Still okay. I was gonna say it's still a failure, but if you can, you did it.
Ooh.
Nice.
We're doing so good.
Yeah, we are doing really good.
We
today.
actually are doing pretty good today.
Yeah.
Oh, did the obs double twice? Couldn't use tools again? Is that what happened?
No.
No.
No, he just put
I
in-
just accidentally put in 4 instead of 2.
Oh, okay.
Because you forgot it was gonna
I was
automatically
like,
double.
what? Why is it obs? Okay. Yeah. All right, you start the fire.
Mm-hmm.
You still gotta cook this thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna cook it now.
right.
So I get a +1 from the link test helping.
Yeah.
Well, I only matched the obs, so
Oh,
I
okay.
just provide you with a place to cook.
That's right. You didn't beat it. Never mind. Okay, so I just get a place to cook. That's fine.
So yeah, I guess there's at least obs too. But
Okay.
if you want it to taste better, you can increase the obs.
Is it like successes over increase the taste, or you have to like increase?
You have to
the
set the obs first. And then if you want extra effect, you can say, I want extra effect. But first you have to tell me what you're basically going for.
Okay. I'm basically going for getting removing the meat from the diamond shell and not poisoning us with food poisoning from eating monsters.
You want there to be enough food for everybody? Or not? Do you care?
So, I mean,
Do you not care?
not particularly. I mean, like, I would assume, I think she assumes there's going to be enough meat for everybody, considering the size of this crab. So she could be wrong, or it could be that she prepares it poorly and there's not enough to eat.
All right.
But
So that's obs 1 with additional effect.
okay. And then, yeah, and I mean, if it can taste good too, that would be extra bonus.
You have to roll better than a 1 to make it taste good.
Okay. Well, I'll see if I can do that. I only have 2 dice. I'm waiting for it to pop up. I hit the button.
Sometimes it wants you to do it again.
Okay, I have no Artha, no forks. Ob 1. Darn it, I'm
Ooh.
wounded. Wait, it's a 6. Wait, that shouldn't be.
What?
Oh, because I got okay. It should have only been Ob 1 because it was still giving me the penalty because of being cold, but I'm not anymore.
So you're good.
Yeah, you're recovered from being cold.
Okay, but I still want to roll. I still want to re-roll the 6. Is what I'm trying to say.
Sure. Do you have how many dice should you have rolled?
1. It was the obstacle penalty that.
So you do have the cooking skill.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I have the cooking
Um,
skill.
Yeah, just roll your re-roll your 6.
Okay. No. Just
So the only
just
person
barely.
that will eat what you've cooked is the cat.
Well, you did succeed though.
I did. We're gonna have nice, clean diamond things. Well, it's not as good as I might have liked, but at least the kitty likes it.
And the cat's like licking itself. And like, there's this big pile of food, but it just doesn't taste good to anybody, except for the cat.
Esteban will not give up on trying to eat every part of the crab to see if there's one
Okay.
part that's edible.
Yeah, you try a lot of parts, and it's not like it's not edible, but man, like that's not a taste you want to taste. Like the texture is like really chewy,
I feel like
and
definitely that Ashlyn is still eating it when she's like, this didn't turn out quite right, and she's still the one eating it. Like,
Yeah.
just stubbornly, like, everyone else is like, hey, we're gonna go have chicken soup. And she's just
All right, so
still
you're actually eating it.
Yeah.
Okay. But
Yeah,
Esteban,
and
you're just tasting
Esteban's
it, right?
trying to like find one part that's soft enough to eat, but he's going to try to chew through all of it, and it's just so very tough that it's like I've been here for 30 minutes and I'm still
Okay.
on this one tiny piece.
So
It's
you're
just-
also trying to eat it.
Yeah.
All right. So the obs 1 for cooking is simple meal for 1, which I decided was the cat. Now you guys are trying to eat the rest of his food. You're gonna get sick. So give me a fort test.
Yep. I'm still trying anyway.
Okay.
What's our ob?
Your ob will be 2.
Okay. Wow, that was bad. Well, that's a
You're
failure.
getting sick.
Nice.
Do I
You're
have a
also
6?
getting sick.
I love it. You got a 6?
You're the 6.
Are you gonna roll it?
I definitely am.
Okay.
And I definitely did.
Nice.
Because I just like the idea that Esteban is just like this person that can kind of eat
The
anything.
iron
And it's just
stomach.
like, yeah, exactly. Or
think
maybe I don't
Rachel's
get sick
also
because I
tried
can't
to eat
actually eat any of it.
Yeah, Rachel also tries to eat it because Ashlyn's trying to eat it.
That's so romantic. Please get
Okay,
food
she's
poisoning
also
with us.
getting sick.
Oh.
So Ashlyn and Rachel get food poisoning. Esteban gets sick, but He just throws up. It's normal for Esteban.
While everyone else is getting sick, I'm gonna go invest my winnings. I don't know if you want to like play this out, but I want to create a fund.
Okay, yeah, you can create a fund. What are you gonna invest in?
Railroad bonds.
Okay. Hmm.
This is
Yeah,
cool. I like
yeah,
this.
yeah. Okay, you go to the railroad house. There are the railroad conductor and his mechanic friend, and you look around. There are like these. How should I say it? Imagine like giant black cylinders with doors in them, and there's a row of like 20 of them. Also, you see like lead aprons hanging from the walls. So you go into the engineer, like this giant like barn where the train is, and yeah, you're gonna basically strike up a conversation with the engineer, try and invest money to like to what end? Like to expand a railroad?
Uh, I mean, I'm sure the railroad is like getting financing from somewhere, right?
It mostly makes its money from either selling whale oil, but there's no more of that because a lot of whales are extinct, except for one. Well, some baby whales, I mean.
2 baby whales.
Um, there's nobody else hunting the whales. And tourists, which the tourists is still coming. And there'll probably be more tourists because of Carmichael's hotel plans. You're
Bye
muted.
now. You are muted.
You're still muted.
Oh, I was gonna say I'm just like investing so that they can like a potentially like expand into like more to like run service to more of the town, and B so that they can keep up with traffic from the new influx of tourism.
So you want them to expand? They have more stops?
I'm trying to create a fund is the intent.
Right, but like, I want to narrowly understand what this money is doing. Like, you can have a fund in the sky is falling, right? But that doesn't make any sense.
Well, I'm seeing myself as an angel investor, and what they want to do with my money, as long as it keeps making me money, I don't care.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, right? Like, you usually ask for money when you can expect to make more money by spending more money, right?
Well, if the railroad doesn't make sense, I can make the fund via something else.
Well, if you want to like, if you want the railroad to expand, right? I'll have the
Are
railroad
you-
expand.
Yeah, then let's do that.
Okay. All right. So to create a fund, you got to make a resources test.
Yep. It's double the ob is double the dice in the fund +1. So I want to make a
Okay.
2-die fund.
Sure.
I have another option to present, which is what I was hearing. I was imagining that Ned is buying part ownership of the railroad, like he's getting a stock or something.
Yeah, that's basically what I was imagining as well.
I think it's basically these guys' private business. So
Mm-hmm.
you can invest in them.
Yeah, I'm
But-
investing in shares essentially.
Yeah.
But they're not like ownership shares. They're like the other class of shares, which are just like a share of revenue.
Yeah, so he can get outvoted at any shareholder meetings. He basically doesn't have any control over the business. He just has
Right. He gets a share of
the
revenue.
profits. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. That's fine with me. I don't want to
Okay.
run a railroad. I just want to collect when people land on that square.
That's what you
Yeah.
want. You just want the money.
And then we found the third game that our game is extended from. It's one part Harvest Moon, one part Stardew Valley, and one part Monopoly.
Yes. All right.
Apparently.
So it's
Mhm.
Ob 5 is what I'm looking at.
Not Av 4?
Because it's double the fun dice plus 1.
Oh, right. Okay, Av 5.
So I'm gonna spend oh man. Do I want to spend 9 or 8 of my cash dice? It's a pretty hard test. I don't want to get taxed. I'll spend 9 cash dice. So
So
and
just
then
all the ones you just got. That's all.
yeah, and then I'll spend a persona.
Okay.
Oh no, I meant to do base on 5, but it doesn't matter because I still succeed.
Yeah, you succeed. So yeah, you
And I advance my resources.
Hooray!
Nice.
so the railroad will expand. It stopped at yeah. So the railroad used to just go up to the dockyard
Mm-hmm.
and stop there,
Mm-hmm.
and now it's going to continue. So go by the mansion. Oh.
I'm getting wealthy, guys.
What's your resources
true.
up to?
I have 2 resources, but I also have 2 die fun now.
Ooh, nice.
We're very proud of you.
Yeah. All right, you can invest more if you want to go farther. It's gonna go to the Marble Dune now.
All right. Yeah, and I pay in weird crystal
Crab shells.
craft shells.
Oh, they're actually
s-
diamonds.
I essentially sell just like pay in jewels.
Yeah, you're an adventurer.
Badass. Cool. 4 dice and resources is like actually quite a bit. It's like more than most knights have.
If we do lifestyle next time along with the trade fault, you could just lose it all.
Well, my lifestyle is pretty low because I'm literally homeless.
Yeah. All right. Sweet. All right, let me take a look at these things. These bits and decide what we should do next.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, so we opened the portal, so now we
Oh.
have to like actually. I'm a little confused on this point. Are we trying to find the mirror or find the parts to make the mirror?
Find the parts to make the mirror.
That's what I
Yeah,
thought.
yeah.
So, Esteban, if you want, maybe part of the shell would be appropriate to this.
He gave all of it, his parts away to me.
That's true.
True.
I mean, I've still got some parts. Just saying.
Too true.
Yeah. Well, you can go back in the dungeon and search more for specific things that you think would be appropriate to making a mirror. What do you guys want to try that?
Mm-hmm.
I can go with them to do that because I need like kind of a time skip to really do my last belief, which is the hotel.
Mm.
Sure. And
I wanted
Ashlyn
to
and
talk to Ash.
Rachel are sick.
Yeah,
you
I'm
can
sick.
talk to Ash.
I mean, I'm sick, so I can't talk to Ash. I want to talk to Ash. Maybe Ash will come and visit me while I'm sick.
Sure.
Do
Let's
we
see.
want to do a slight time skip now and a slight time skip that takes place between this time and the next time that we play?
Sure.
Because during that time, Esteban's going to get head down in taking care of his sheep and his horses.
Okay. Yeah, so you go check on your sheep. Your sheep are great. Quiet's just watching the sheep. The sheep don't dare misbehave. Um, hmm. But they've been eating more slimes.
Delicious, delicious slimes.
Mm-hmm. I've got such
and
taste for it now.
Their wool is no longer white.
Ew.
There's like a red sheep and a brown sheep and a blue sheep and a yellow sheep.
That will make their fur, their wool worth so much more, though. It's like pre-dyed.
Yeah, you gotta save yourself some dying time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it doesn't smell strange or have weird slime properties to it.
No.
No.
Nah, of course not.
Cool. So now, after cutting Ned out of a job, I'm going to cut my other friend Anthony out of a job.
Yep.
All for no money. I do it for free.
Also, with this time skip, the mice will have arrived at their new house in the woods.
Too true. So, is it time to shear the sheep during this time?
Sure.
Yeah, maybe. Because I think we're getting to late spring.
Interesting. Okay, yeah, you can share your sheep. I mean, it feels like that should be animal husbandry, but probably not.
I think we've used animal husbandry for that before.
It should be.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I think it's gonna be obs 2 to share your sheep.
Excellent. What happens if I fail?
Sheep murder.
If you fail, you're gonna need to upgrade your tools before you can share their wool.
Oh, okay. So we're kind of doing this roll to see if the wool has special properties,
Yeah.
such that I wouldn't be able to shear it normally.
I mean, basically. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
interesting consequences. Maybe it just means your scissors are too dull now.
That's also true. Okay, I'm working in animal husbandry wise.
Nice, you do it. Okay, so yeah, you shared your sheep wool.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you have like a herd of sheep. I feel like you can sell this wool for like 4 cash dice.
Reasonable. I'm not going to try. Well, am I? Am I going to try haggling again? Because the last time I tried haggling, I took a plow instead of money, and I need money.
Yeah, don't. Esteban is so bad. So terrible. Not good.
It'll never become good if you don't try.
I mean, that's true too.
Okay. Okay.
Don't
So who do
listen,
you think
don't
would
listen to
like
me.
to
I have food
buy?
poisoning.
Who do you think would like to buy your wool?
Not Anthony, because I've put him out of a job at this point.
Hmm.
I have to talk to, unless Anthony also does the spinning, but I don't think Anthony does the spinning, and I think we've talked about this before.
No, he doesn't.
Cool. So remind me who does the spinning.
So I think at the time, I wonder if I ever made a spinner. Because there is Taylor.
And I've been to their
Oh, there is a
shop
weaver,
before.
but I never named them. Oh, you know who it is? It's Fred. Fred Rollins is the weaver.
That makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. So I'm going to bring this to Fred.
So Fred's not home.
What should I do? Should I wait? Should I?
Yeah, you can wait.
Should I
You
leave
can
a
try and
note?
track him down. You can leave a note.
Well, leaving a note for Esteban is getting someone else to write a note for him,
Sure.
which since he's like a sort of a civil servant, is probably something like a lot of people are willing to do for him.
Okay.
I don't feel like Fred can read either, so.
Maybe not.
Let's go with Matilda as being Fred's sister. So I think you go to the weaver, and eventually this young woman arrives. She smells pretty spicy, actually. Yeah, like hot peppers, garlic, oregano, all kinds of good smells.
Do I know about Matilda that she does a lot of cooking? Does she work
Yeah.
at the diner?
She does not, but she probably sells the diner food. But she has a stand in the square during the summer, or that's where most of the people buy their food.
Is maybe the stand just now set up, but she's not like serving out of it yet?
Yeah, it's probably like one of those year-long stands that, the kind. They're always there, but you gotta clean them out when you start using them in the summer.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But she hasn't started doing that yet. It's still too cold and too rainy. So mostly you get the feeling that she's doing catering.
Okay. And Matilda's here instead of Fred. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Matilda is also coming by to see Fred. And she's like, oh, Fred's not here. I wonder what's going on. Oh, there's someone else here to see Fred.
Hey, do you know where Fred goes at this time of day?
She says, well, Fred's been a little upset since Mom and Dad died. He's probably off wandering in the wilds.
I understand that feeling. Does he come back to sleep?
Usually.
Okay. I guess we'll both just have to wait to see him then. Your name's Matilda, right?
Yes, Matilda Rollins.
Hmm. While I have you, I've been having a bit of trouble with your brother Ned. Not like bad trouble, but I think I've offended him. Do you know what would be a good way to, or a good thing to do for him that he would enjoy? Because I want to make amends for what I've done wrong. I think I edged him out of a job, and I wasn't even capable for that job. I just got nervous and took the answer since I've been doing so much stuff around here.
You know, I really don't know. I get the feeling that I must have angered him, or someone must have angered him. He just went off to the big city. I can't feel like he would do that if everything was fine. I just never found a way to make it up, I guess. You
I
know,
think
even when the
Esteban says
parents
like,
were
yeah,
alive,
yeah.
he went and hung out with that crazy old farmer Bish instead of wanting to stay at home.
I do love Uncle Bish, but still,
You know, they say he used to be a pirate.
I think I've heard those stories.
Should be very careful around him. It's not what he seems to be.
I got the feeling, but he's still old Uncle Bish to me.
Hmm.
And I have to. I make so many mistakes. So many people have to forgive me. It just seems right that I should forgive other people who make mistakes. This is my lot in
Hmm.
life. Maybe if I was born in the city, then I would grow up to be some sort of mean, grumpy person who never forgives anyone and never makes mistakes. But
I think that's what everyone's like in the city.
not Ashlyn. But
Who?
Ashlyn's
Oh, the new girl?
of, yeah. Have you met her before? I
No.
haven't been looking. She is ridiculously sweet. Have you met her new wife, Rachel? They just had a wedding last summer.
Oh, of course. We've lived here for all our lives. No, Rachel.
Her wife.
Yes, well, you know, Rachel is kind of. She's not always in it for her heart. It's hard to say what she really feels about Ashlyn. But what should I? I shouldn't be talking.
I like how has turned into our small town gossip scene.
Yeah, I
This is
definitely get
very
the
good.
feeling that she's the town gossip, and not the
Mm-hmm.
nice town gossip either.
She's the Helen Lovejoy. Yeah.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can see why you would want to hang out with people like that.
Yeah, and Esteban's just going to defend everyone. Like Rachel, he's just going to be like, well, she has a lot of money, and I think that makes her very careful with her money, and I think that people can see that as stinginess, but I don't know. Rachel, she bought me a dog. She's been taking care of me. She's been taking care of my property. And maybe that's too much information to be saying, but maybe it's publicly now. I
Hmm.
bet Matilda already knows it.
Do you want to make like a specific intent? Or do you just want to ineffectually defend your friends because that's the right thing to do?
See, I think Esteban just wants to do what's right to do.
Okay.
That's reasonable.
Because I feel like that's like maybe the only thing he has going for him in the long run.
All right. Well, she's going to try and convince you that maybe these people, you shouldn't hang around with them. They're bad for you.
Interesting.
So she's going to roll. What's she going to roll?
What's your intent? Are you trying to write me a trait that's like distrustful or something?
No.
Because then I'd get Artha from being distrustful.
Can I do that thing? I guess I could just give you a trait.
That's like an art magic thing.
That seems
It
rough.
is.
That seems like not something I should be allowed to do as GM.
Or maybe write me a belief or an instinct or something.
I don't think that's what those skills are allowed to do.
I mean, so yeah, like if you really gave permission, I guess you could, but like more often it's supposed to be like about binding you to an intent, right?
Yeah. I mean, she'll want you to, if I use persuade, it's because she wants you to do a specific thing.
Okay, maybe we are doing a versus and my intent is to defend my friends. Because I feel like that's the right thing to do. I've got some persuasion that's just swell.
Yeah. So she's going to roll ugly truth.
Nice.
These are lies. Slanderous lies.
That's not how ugly truth works.
No, she tells you the truth, and it's horrible. The horrible part of it. Ugly truth about your friends is obs 3.
Am I doing anything on my end as part of the verses, or is it just against my will, which is 4?
It's not even against your will. You just get to say things.
But wasn't he trying to get an intent as well?
Yeah, but it's not a versus test.
Right? All right, so it's just 2 independent tests.
Yeah. Like looking at the obs for ugly truth, it's just like you say some shit.
I like it.
And it's, if you succeed, it's true, I guess. That's what it looks like to me.
No, it's you're only really supposed to be able to use it when it's something that the other person, like, in their heart of hearts knows to be true. Or like is like discernibly true, but it's like something that they don't want to admit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like that's what's happening here.
I feel like it might be too. I feel like Esteban could be possibly be convinced.
Yeah. I wasn't saying it wasn't true. I was just like, trying to make a distinction.
Yeah.
That's why I don't think it's persuasion, because she's not trying to get you to do anything.
Yeah.
She's just trying to talk shit about your friends. Which that's exactly what looks like ugly truth is for.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah. All right. So she has to roll. Oops, I put too many dice into there. Oh, she gets 2 6s. Yeah, she's gonna use some Artha. All right. Yeah, she's talked some shit about your friends. Yeah, and you want to make your own test against this?
I am going to stick up for my friends. Not to the extent that to say that she's like stupid for thinking that, but I think it's more the case that he believes that Harvest Valley is a place, like he's almost developed like this mythos around it, that like people who are supposed to be here do come here eventually because they are like a sort of essentially Harvest Valley people, and people who are city people move out to the city, which is why
Mm.
Ashland's here and his parents and Autumn are not.
Yeah, you kind of wonder why she's still here.
Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm
Okay.
saying.
Okay.
I'm going to let's see what I can fork in.
Is this persuade from you?
Yep, persuasion.
What do you want her to do?
I want her to see that in Harvest Valley, what we do is forgive people when we make mistakes.
Okay.
Let's see what I got.
I guess her will. Honestly, she seems like a pretty hard person.
I see that. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna say her will's a 5.
Okay. I'm going to fork in a little bit of falsehood. I'm going to maybe, like, when she says that Rachel does certain things, like, I'm going to say that I straight up know that that's not true.
Even though it's definitely 100% true.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Like, maybe she brings up, like, her prices for seeds when she's selling back to the farmers, and then I'm like, wait, I know Ashlyn. Ashlyn's a farmer. Ashlyn gets seeds from Rachel. Rachel didn't give her that rate, and I know this other person, and no, those aren't her prices.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Straight up, I'm
no,
pretty sure that Rachel doesn't give Ashlyn a discount on seeds.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Face obstacle. Cinco.
Ooh,
I've got the 6.
that's a 6.
I've got the 6. I've got the 6. I've got the 2.
No. So she's not convinced. She says.
Well, she knows who I am. Everyone
doesn't
knows
know
who
who
Esteban
you
is.
are. So she changes the subject. She says, "So when are you getting married, Esteban? Do you have your eye on a strapping young man or woman?"
And I think, like, maybe Esteban's like in the middle of like the conversation where he's defending people, and like that makes him hesitate and like think. And I'm like, well, I like Anthony, but he's more my friend. And Ned and I are on rocky terms right now. And Autumn moved away. And Ashlyn's my friend. And Ishmael's far away. Maybe he says all of that out loud. That's my weird story.
She's
I
gonna
just go through a list.
She'll roll ugly truth again to say the worst possible outcome.
Yeah. Like, maybe I consult with her about who my potential.
Yeah, she says, "You better get married sooner. I'll be the only one left in town."
Wow. Way to put Esteban in the spot. Clever, clever, clever. Well, when there's a long conversation, tell a weird story. I'm going to I'm going to demur, and um, I'm going to blab to her about how my sheep are eating slimes and that this isn't dyed wool, and like, look at my cool wool. It's so cool, and it's wool. It'll make you drool with how cool it is. Stand and drool,
Oh, so you're
hesitate, make a
actually
skill test.
surviving out in Hardland. How do you survive all the creatures that live over there? They could kill you, you know.
And I like hold up my like trusty shepherd staff, and I also say I have a lovely, very quiet dog who keeps some of them at bay too. And I just get like hearts toward his dumb sheepdog face.
Where is Quiet? Quiet's not here, right?
Yeah, Quiet's watching the sheep because I can't
Okay.
be in two places at once.
Right. Interesting.
Maybe I'll marry Quiet the dog. Wow, that's an insult to her.
That rumor is gonna spread all around town now.
Yes.
That's yeah. I don't think she knows what to say. She's just like, okay, I'm gone. Woo.
Yes. Point 1 for Esteban. I win.
She noped out of that conversation.
So I won't be getting Arthur for that instinct because it served me well this time.
We'll see about that.
Yeah.
I don't think we're out of the woods yet, or we'll see. I don't know.
So should we try to sneak in one more quick scene, or should we go to Artha?
What do you got in mind?
I don't have anything. That's why I'm asking.
I still wanted to talk to Ash. Can Ash come by while I'm sick? That's
Yeah, Ash can come by.
yeah.
So yeah, she comes by. She's wearing like your old hand-me-downs. Like I think you gave her at one point like a box full of clothes you like wore holes in or something.
Probably.
And she's patched them all up. So she comes by. What'd she bring you? I think she brings you a box of raspberries. And she says, "Oh, I know you can't eat them because you're sick, but well, I knew you wouldn't be able to. You're stuck in your bed, but you'd want to."
Thanks, Ash. I appreciate it. I wanted to take you around town, but I had to try to eat that meat, and it was so bad. And she's like laying in bed, like half sitting up, propped up with pillows and like sweating.
Yeah. So I think Ash is like, where'd you get that crab from that was so bad?
We found it in the mines.
Oh no.
What do you mean?
Well, the mines are very dangerous.
I know. That's why me and Ned and Esteban all went together.
Well, you got out okay.
I'm glad you're worried about me, Ash. Well, I mean, I'm not glad to make you worry, but you're a real friend, Ash.
Oh, that's what I'm here for. And so I think she like changes your sheets and, lets the air into the room and everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, makes it not so musty in here.
You're not too lonely by yourself out at Foss Mansion, are you?
Well, honestly, it's a little scary. It's not like the city. It's so quiet there. There's nobody talking. There's no animals noises or sound of carriages or doors slamming. It's the house creaking in the wind. But it's alright. It's mine.
Do you, do you think you would be happier if you lived in town?
Yeah, probably.
Well, when I'm feeling better, I'm gonna take you into town and find you a place you can stay with more people, and I'm gonna introduce you to everybody. Okay?
Okay. It's gonna be hard to find somewhere to put all those clocks, though.
Maybe the clock tower.
Maybe.
I'm sure we can figure something out. I'll talk to the mayor for you. How?
Well, if you think he'll listen.
I think so. Him and Uncle Bish are pretty close, and he's always been so nice to me.
Okay.
Thank you again for coming out here.
So she gives you a hug. And she says, is there anything else you need?
I think I'll be alright. Come
Want me to stay and keep you company? I could read you a book.
Sure. That'd be nice.
Alright. So she'll stay and she'll read you something. I don't know. It's probably... I don't know what you think Ashlyn's reading level is like for this time period.
I mean, I think she's fairly well educated.
Do you have the reading skill?
Yeah, I have.
Oh, you do?
I
Okay.
do. I was a
Yeah.
student and an accountant.
Oh, that's true. So she'll read you like the Farmer's Almanac. There's actually like usually some weird articles in those things.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that happens, and then she'll head back to her mansion.
Maybe like one of the weird articles is about the festival that we have next episode, which is like our weird, like, there's a thing about UFOs in here, and it's like our weird UFO analog thing.
There's a UFO festival?
Apparently.
Apparently.
Okay.
I mean,
sure.
we let Adam be in charge of festivals, so
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Adam
We
says
do have
there's
trademark
festivals.
next time, but after that.
yes.
Yeah.
Definitely. It'll also be summer. So maybe this is there's
And
like
I can finally heal my wound.
yeah. The beginning of summer UFO sighting festival. Everyone stays out really late because it's warm finally at night and it's not cloudy from the rains, and they try and spot UFOs.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good.
I like it.
Pretty good festival.
Cool.
Cool.
And we'll
All
play to
right.
find out if aliens are real.
Well, just roll your alien wise.
Are slimes aliens?
You gotta roll your alien wise for that. Or
Yeah.
possibly your slime wise. You probably should start learning slime wise, I'm just saying.
That's true. Or I
Okay.
could just fly by the seat of my pants.
It serves you well so
Okay.
far. I guess it's Artha time?
It's time. Artha time.
I think I made some progress towards introducing Ash around town because I couldn't actually do it. I was sick, but we've laid plans.
Sure.
I think, I mean, I think we could potentially even say like that could happen off screen once she's better before summer hits.
Yeah, if you would like to, I'll tell you a few things. Like, first
Sure.
of all, um, there isn't really any empty houses in the town,
Not surprising.
so you have to build her a house. Like, that's why the mansion exists in the Stardew Valley, right? Because it's like it's the empty house. It's the only empty house in the
Yep.
entire town.
It's the only empty house in the entire town.
Um,
Exactly.
Other thing is that um, Carmichael actually owns the clock tower. He bought it from the town.
Okay, so I'll have to talk to Carmichael about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And a place in town excludes Esteban's place, right?
Yeah, Estefan's place is not anywhere near town.
Okay.
So in that case, is that fate?
Yeah.
Okay. Visiting my friends Ash and Winter will take many hours out of my busy days. Esteban and Ned's help, we will connect the strange door in the mines to the door in my basement. We did that. That was a thing.
Yeah.
That
You
happened.
succeeded.
Okay.
So here's the thing. I was just waiting for one of you guys to say you touched the symbol. Like, it's just like the little things, right?
But the symbol disappeared once it was the magic, so we couldn't touch it because it wasn't there anymore.
Yep.
And then I need to explore my magical powers. I did use my magical powers to close the gate. But I don't know if that was really exploring them.
See, when you were doing that thing, I was specifically thinking like, oh yeah, you're exploring your powers.
I was kind of thinking towards that, like
Okay.
in but yeah.
I feel like, hey, I use my special powers is not
The same as
a belief.
No, I know.
I've been letting it
sit down.
go for a while, but like, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna roll persuade for some reason. This session shouldn't be a belief, right?
Well, I mean, like, she's testing the limits of what she can do. This is not something she's done before.
Okay. Okay, I can see that.
Maybe we've been imagining.
But you see what I'm saying, right?
No, I definitely do. But like,
Yeah.
like if I'm gonna do the same thing over and over again, it's like if I cast Magic Missile 100 times, that's not the same as I then learn how to cast Fireball. Even though those are, Anyway,
but like you don't ever actually learn to cast Fireball in this system because
Exactly.
well, first of all, I have faith and not. Anyway.
Yeah.
Whatever. Okay, that's fine.
Pick wildflowers or berries, not applicable. Wake up at 6 a.m. sharp and never stay up past 2 a.m. I managed to wake up early, but
Didn't cause you trouble.
didn't cause me trouble. Yep. Always extend a hand of friendship to a new acquaintance. I tried to befriend the cats. They just weren't listening to me because mice are distracting.
Delicious.
I don't think it really got me into trouble there. I was playing up Tenacious when I had to eat the crab that I cooked.
Okay, that's fine. You can take a fate point for Tenacious.
Okay. I think that's it.
Cool.
Who's next?
You.
Okay, cool. I took that job from Ned. Now that he's taken on his own projects, I have to finish the mistake I started. That was the thing with the mice. I think I finished the mistake that I started.
Take your persona.
Very poorly.
I'm not sure.
And this is a mistake too.
Yeah.
I rolled a fate die, and the mice survived, but they're not
Excellent.
happy.
Delicious.
Cool.
Delicious has that crab meat. Ah. Ash can stay in Harvest Valley if we honor a commitment to the Harvest Goddess. Ash, Ned, and I must work together to rebuild the mirror. I think we get fate for this from opening the portal, because now that's an easier thing to do.
All right.
I must rid sourness from my heart to follow in the ways of the town singer. I have to make amends with Ned. Fate.
I'll give you Persona because you're not going to become more friends with Ned than you already are.
You might. He
I'm
didn't
just gonna
push
lay
me
down
for
that
a roll or
challenge.
anything.
See,
If you think you could become better friends, then sure, take Fate. But if you agree that this is as good as you'll ever get with Ned, then you can take Persona.
See, we sowed the seeds with Matilda that Matilda and the rest of Ned's family have. Like, they don't know how to interact with Ned because they don't know what they're doing wrong to him.
Sure.
And they feel that Ned just has a problem with them. So I feel like it's more interesting if we figure out what's actually going on with Ned and Ned's past. So I'm going to take Fate for this.
Okay.
When I get mad or upset to sing my heart out, then it didn't even come up. Always volunteer for odd jobs. I feel like we revealed how that got me in trouble. Like, with taking the job away from Ned and then being like...
Sure, take a Fate point.
Yep.
When there's a say no?
It's fine.
When there's a lull in conversation, tell a weird story. I think we, even though I was joking about it helping me this time, it definitely also like gave Matilda a lot of ammo to use against me.
Sure, I'll give you a
and
Fate
my
for
friends.
that.
Yep. Odd, I feel like came up a lot. Like we had an entire scene where
what?
Oh boy, I froze for a second. What was the last thing you heard?
We had an entire scene where?
That entire scene where Esteban was just sleepwalking and saying weird things. In addition to like other weirdness that Esteban gets up to.
Okay.
Where he's just okay with slimes and things like that.
Sure.
Crybaby happened in my potential fiction that was going on in my mind, but I didn't actually say any of it, so nothing for that. Bad influence with convincing the mice to go out to their home, which is
okay,
not swell. Moldy actually got me in trouble with Uncle Bish.
No, I was just calling back to it. Sorry, no Fate there.
Okay. And affinity for sheep and goats. That's only helpful. Oh, and I forgot to add the die or whatever I get for that. That's okay.
Oh yeah.
I succeeded anyway, so need to remember that.
Why isn't there an animal?
All right.
Friendships skill there.
That's that's animal husbandry.
Yeah. All right. What's up with Ned?
I got Persona for making sure Ashlyn didn't die in the mines. Persona for milling the grain.
Yeah.
And I think I probably got Fate for Man a Few Words.
Sure.
I did a good job of not addressing any of my problems because I wouldn't talk to them.
Just avoid all your problems?
Yep, until they go away. Cool.
I was gonna have to start writing down your problems. Make sure they don't never go away.
Yeah, just ignore them until they stop being a problem.
Just ignore them all. Ignore everything.
Definitely
it's okay.
The way to go. Great. Well, this was a good session.
This was some burned wheels.
We burned some wheels. We
burned some wheels.
Sort of did farming, kind of. Anyway,
mild farming.
Mild farming.
I
let's
sheared
do.
my sheep.
Let's.
I'm not a farmer.
That's
This is
that's
my
kind
form
of sharp.
farming.
That's your type of farming. Let's
Yep.
do some shout outs. Sam, you're
Yeah.
above my head. Why don't you go first? Your job
I'm
shows.
doing things. On Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, I'm playing Blades in the Dark, running that on Xmas Ginger Ninja's channel. Then that evening at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, I'm going to be on a charity stream on Unmade Gaming's channel, playing The Ward, which is a hospital procedural apocalypse engine game.
Interesting.
Cool.
Sunday, Burning Wheel on AP Gaming Reels channel, and Monday, D&D 5e on Cryptos Gaming channel.
Nice.
Good times. I'm sleepy tonight, though. Sorry for not being super high energy.
It's
No,
all good.
it's perfect for
That's
Ned.
Adam's
Nobody
job.
noticed. Yeah. AP, why don't you go next?
Hold on a second. Let me go add him to the call.
All right, I'm fired. I'm fired. I'm fired. I'm fired.
Who did you mean?
I meant Colton.
See, I could have understood if you would have meant me, because there's the shared name, there's the shared letter. But
It's the power of the beard.
No. I'm gonna blame Sam. It was all his fault because he's on my AP shows.
Yeah, it's my fault.
Yep.
Okay. So last week we did Microscope to make a GURPS world.
Nice.
So we ended up with a ring world of magical dinosaurs who fight Martians, and there's like this weird alien race on each planet, and all the humans are cavemen. And we're probably going to be playing dinosaurs, trying to figure out who stole the tooth of the great sun dinosaur.
Ooh.
So we'll see what happens. We already know that the cavemen stole it because we did that in the Microscope game, but our PCs won't know that. And we know they fail because that's what kicks off the Great War. So, fun times. We're not going to be doing that for a couple of weeks because our GM's going to make our characters for us because it's GURPS, and GURPS is hard.
GURPS, it's hard.
So we'll probably do some one shot. We're probably doing Maid this Sunday. What they post? Looks like our maids are not only the household staff of a magical oracle who lives in the tower, but also his Iron Maiden knights, defenders of the realm. So that should be fun.
Ooh.
I like that.
Other than that, not doing too much. But I'll be on Eric Valgaris' Once Upon a Game tomorrow night,
Me too.
and it should be fun.
Very nice.
So
All right. Last but
onwards.
not least, Adam.
It's true because you have to go next. Hi, I'm Adam / Dark Lavender Void. I make a game called Mortally Bankrupt, which I will be playing on Eric Vulgaris' show not tomorrow, but 8 days from now. 8 being a very special number that I love to death. I'm also I guess I made a cool song for my game, and it's actually a reasonable length and not about cyber ghosts. And not super bad. It's actually really good,
What?
and I can't stop listening to it. It's like a good song.
It is actually a pretty good song.
Mm-hmm. I agree. So I just do art and games and music and programming and Roll20 sheets all the time, and that's all I do. And I sometimes play role-playing games.
Awesome.
That's me.
I'm Kelsa. This is my channel. You can follow me here on Twitch or YouTube. You can also follow me on Twitter at Kelsa. The only shows I'm in are on my own channel. This is ridiculous. So in addition to Harvest Valley at 5 o'clock Pacific time on Thursdays, starting this Sunday, Sundays at 1 p.m. Pacific time, we are going to be starting a game of Band of Blades, which is a Dark Company-esque dark fantasy with it's uses Blades in the Dark engine, but is very, very different because it's a very gritty, like military campaign. And the writer of the game, Strauss, is going to be the one GMing it. So I'm pretty hype about that. And then on Mondays, I play just whatever I happen to feel like, which lately has been Slime Rancher. So if you if you want to know what Esteban's sheep have been eating,
This is where the game where Kelso role plays one of Esteban's sheep.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly. That's exactly how it goes. It's not really how it goes. But it's a lot of fun. It's a very silly, cute little game that I'm pretty fond of. So I'm looking forward to playing that all the way through, since I haven't. When I played it before, it was still in early access and it wasn't finished. So I've had a lot of fun re-exploring the places I'd been before and finding all about the new zones that weren't there when I played before. So it's pretty great. I think that's everything, so I'm just gonna put us back over to the music.